Hi, I'm here to share with you just about keeping your attention on the vision. If you've been watching any of the previous live streams, you do know that I'm very big right now, especially this time of the year, with establishing a vision, like helping people establish a vision for the coming year, for their relationships. Usually that starts with finding the vision for yourself, and then from there you can go into the vision of the relationship. But here's the thing. We're a couple weeks into the new year now, and if you did set goals, or you set the word resolutions for this year, or I like the word intentions because I intend to do this, and I like to see my intentions through. um, you could have faltered. Let's say that you had you set a goal or an intention, or you resolved that you were not going to pick at your spouse anymore. I'm working with someone who has difficulty in that area, and she's an amazing person. And I know she honestly wouldn't mind me sharing that she struggles in the area of being um, picky. Like when things aren't perfect, it bothers her. And over time, this has established kind of a culture in her relationship that now she's being criticized or being picked at by her spouse. And he just learned that culture from her because they've been married over 20 years. And so she's trying to turn that ship around, but it starts with her. And she texted me and said, I blew it. I did it. But the thing is you have to, what John Maxwell calls fail forward. John Maxwell wrote a fantastic book several years ago now called Failing Forward. And it is a really excellent book. And it sets out that principle that as long as you gain and grow from any perceived failure, it is not really a failure because it moved you forward. And all success is a journey. It's not going from A to B and saying, whoa, I'm here. My relationship's turned around. We don't snipe at each other anymore. We don't pick at each other anymore. No, it's small incremental steps that create a journey on a path towards the destination. And you may not have that as an issue in your relationship. It could be, I resolved to speak up more this year. Maybe you're somebody who has difficulty finding your voice or expressing how you really feel. And honestly, taking that back in a gentle way is way better than when you're finally pushed up against the wall and then you start screaming and yelling because there's so much bottled up inside of you that you're not just easily letting it out and establishing your ownership of the relationship, because a relationship is two. It's two very unique individuals coming together and creating this thing, this collaboration. It is the ultimate collaboration. It is pretty amazing. And it will test us. It'll test our individuality. We will want to major on the wrong things instead of majoring on the important. I just encourage you today to create from the viewpoint of your vision. If it is something that you need to stand and hold and really hold a position and talk through, you need to do that. You need to do it in a safe environment, not a confrontational way. But you will have those things where you have to hold the hill, so to speak. But how many people make every single thing a hold the hill moment? And they keep winning the battle, but they lose the war. They lose the war. Their vision of their relationship, their relationship looks nothing like the vision. It's not this safe space where people can easily collaborate. They love each other. It's easily expressed. Grace is given. Little things are overlooked in favor of the big things that support the vision. So that's my challenge to you today. Don't beat yourself up. If you already have slipped and something has come out of your mouth, or you feel like, oh, I'm no further than I was. Well, I do believe you are further, because You can see it. You can easily identify it. You can make that correction. You know, Rome wasn't built in a day. And recreating a relationship, just creating a relationship takes time. Just because somebody's dating doesn't mean they really have a relationship. They kind of have an associative relationship. But when you're going to collaborate, and you're going to live together every single day, and you're going to see things, if you have kids, you see things in a way that he doesn't see things. And you have to kind of choose, you kind of have to figure out, how are we going to move together as a united front? Or he's great at finances and you stink at finances. And finally it's out. You're like outed because you're now in a full disclosure relationship. Do not make the mistake of being non-collaborative. Don't make the mistake of hiding this from him and hiding it. Just bring it out. Figure out what needs to be done. Do it in a safe way. Keep your vision. Always be moving towards the vision, and you'll get there. And you'll get there regardless of any setbacks.